We're going to do a series of parallel finishing operations. So we're going to do one parallel finishing just to get it worked down some. So let's go over here to the Program tab. We're going to do a parallel finishing, okay? And if you'll notice, we have a set of curves here, closed offset curves. These are offset from the parting line here. So what these are going to do is we're going to select this one, which is 3/8 of an inch away from the parting plane. Okay, so that's half the tool diameter. So if the tool diameter is a 3/4 inch ball, this offset distance is going to be a minimum of 3/8. You may want to give it just a little bit more to get that tool all the way down. Okay, so we're going to use that as the containment area. So in contrast to the roughing where we didn't select anything and we let the cutter and the algorithm just figure it out for you, in this we want to contain it. So anything that you select in a 3-axis operation on the control geometry tab is a containment. So it's going to contain the tool path to a certain area. So that's what we're doing here. So we want to do a parallel finishing operation. We're using our 3/4 inch ball. Let's skip over here. We're going to use this to default clearance, cut parameters. Now, one good thing, the difference between parallel finishing and horizontal finishing. In parallel finishing, it's really fast, okay? So we have a relatively complicated core model here. We're going to have relatively tight tolerances, okay? And okay, I guess that's okay. I'm not sure why I had that set there. We're going to put the 0.001. So we got 1/1000th tolerance, okay? And we're going to use a mixed cut direction. It's going to start from the bottom meaning if you're looking down on it. Let's look down on it. Okay. So bottom meaning this is the bottom and this is the top. We're not talking about the bottom plane, okay? And we got a step over, a pretty general step over of 25%. This is just to remove a good bit of that material, okay? For Z containment, okay, Z containment, we don't really have anything there. What I was going to say, the difference between parallel finishing and horizontal finishing. In parallel finishing, the tool paths are projected down onto the XY plane, okay? So we're looking at the XY plane right now. So the parallel finishing is just going to be a set of parallel lines projected down onto the part. And that can be done pretty quick, within the algorithms that we use. For the horizontal finishing, those are actual section cuts through the part. So they take a little bit more time to calculate those sections in order to find out where the tool paths lie. So we're going to be use parallel finishing whenever possible, horizontal finishing when you really need to finish on a sidewall that's more vertical than it is horizontal. So here we're not going to be setting anything here. You could use multiple step downs, parallel finishing. You could, as in the horizontal roughing, where you can combine a re-roughing with a roughing, and parallel finishing, you could combine this into a pre-finishing and a finishing just by adding multiple step downs, where it would step down automatically until it gets to the part itself. Okay, but we're going to be doing it in separate operations, okay, because we want to use separate, different, successively smaller tools. Okay, so we don't have anything here set for the entry and exit. We're just going to be using a linear entry, and we're going to do a with straight cut connections. You see this little picture here, the cut connections where you connect one linear path to the next, to the next, to the next. Okay, advanced cut parameters. We want some arc fitting. and the cut tolerance is 1/1000th. This really can be a little bit larger tolerance if you want. For instance, we could set that to probably 0.5, since this is still a pre-roughing, 0.5. And then for the arc fitting, we can set this to 1, okay, which is 2 times the 0.5, okay? So let's go ahead and generate this. And you saw that was very fast. That's why you want to use parallel finishing whenever possible. So let's go back up into the isometric view. Okay. So you'll see that we did, I think this is a 1/4 inch step over, okay? And it went down and stopped at our control geometry curve. As you can see, it's a little bit extra. You can tighten this up. You don't want it to be right here, but you want to give it a little bit of room just for tolerances, okay? So let's go ahead and simulate that. Let's see what this color is set to. Okay. Let's turn the toolpath off. Okay. So what you'll see here, this is just the first pre-finishing pass with the 3/4 inch ball mill, working its way down. Okay. It's leaving this extra material that we left on top of the parting plane, which is what we want, because we're not going to come in with a separate operation and handle that. So this is the first parallel finishing pass.